Hey scholars, it's Miss Marnon. So we're gonna kick off this week with percents review. So last time we did some sales tax, we did some tip and discounts. So today we're gonna do other kinds of percent problems like percent increase and decrease. So our objective today, I can solve different state test level percents problems. So for our review question on our din, Miss Marnon buys Bender a new toy for $15.99. She has a coupon for 10% off any dog toy. Sales tax is 8%. How much does Miss Marnon pay for the toy? So pause the video and see if you can figure this out on your own. Okay, so we have two things here. So it's originally $15.99, but we have 10% off, which means we're going to take it away. And then we also have sales tax, which will get added on after the discount. So we just need to use quantity equals percent times whole. The $15.99 is our whole. So we can do $15.99 times 10%. So do 10% times $15.99, and we'll figure out what that equals on our calculator. 10% times 15.99. And we get 1.599. We're going to have to round that to 1.60. So that's the discount amount. So that's what we're going to actually take away from the $15.99. So $15.99 minus $1.60. Type that on our calculator. Minus 160. 14.39. So now it's on sale. It's only $14.39. But we still have to pay sales tax on that. So we need to add that on. So we're going to do 8% times our new whole, the $14.39. So 8% times $14.39. Figure out how much we're paying in sales tax. So 8% times 14.39. And we get $1, and we'll round it to 15. 1.15. Sales tax is added on, so we have to do 14.39 plus 115, and we're gonna get $15, and let's see, that'd be 54 cents. $15.54. For our preview, it says draw a tape diagram or double number line that shows what a 20% increase looks like. So on either the double number line or the tape diagram, show what a 20% increase would look like. Okay, so if you did on the double number line, you could start with here's 100. So if you wanted to mark off 20%, that would be breaking this into fifths. As equal as we can. So each of these would be 20. So that's 40, 60, 80, 100. Going up 20% would be here at 120%. Or we can actually do the same thing on this tape diagram. So split it into 5 equal pieces. So it's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. They're a little not equal. I did my best though on this computer. Showing it, adding another box on is a 20% increase. For number 2, draw a tape diagram or double number line that shows what a 30% decrease looks like. So pause the video, see if you can show what a 30% decrease looks like on the double number line or on the tape diagram. Okay, so on the double number line, if we started at 100, you could start by splitting this into 10% increments. So I'm going to split it in half, and then each of these in 5. So now I have this as 10% intervals, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 30% decrease would mean that we're going to go down 30. So from 90, 80, all the way to 70. On this tape diagram, we can do the same thing, split it in half, and then split these up. And we want to take away 30%, so that would be 3 boxes gone. Okay, for our notes, we have a couple of multiple choice questions. So exercise 1, Bonnie deposits $70 into a new savings account. The account earns 4.5% simple interest per year. No money is added or removed from the savings account for 3 years. What is the total amount of money in her savings account at the end of 3 years? So pause this video, see if you can figure this one out on your own. Okay, if you needed a little bit of help, remember we did have our own separate equation for simple interest. It's I equals PRT. Interest equals the principal, the starting amount, times the rate, times the time. So the interest is the money that's earned on the account. So we can do our principal, 70, times the rate, 4.5%, times the time, which is 3 years. So 70 times 4.5% times 3, we can type this right on our calculator. 70 times 4.5% times 3, it's $9.45. So that's the interest, but the question did say they wanted the total amount of money. That means what you're starting with, the $70, the $9.45 added on. Our answer is choice B. Exercise 2. Every 5 years in March, the population of a certain town is recorded. In 1995, the town had a population of 4,500 people. From 1995 to 2000, the population increased by 15%. From 2000 to 2005, the population decreased by 4%. So what was the town's population in 2005? So this is kind of going to be like when we have like sales tax and tip, and then we have discounts. So there's going to be 2 parts to this. Why don't you pause the video and see if you can figure this one out on your own. Okay, so we're going to use our equation, quantity equals percent times whole. The quantity is going to be the change in population. So our whole is this original 4,500 people. We know it's increasing by 15%. So I don't know what the increase is going to be, but I know it's going to be 15% of that 4,500. So times 4,500. 15% times 4,500. Is going to be 675. So that's how much it went up. So we're actually going to have to take that 4,500 and add 675 to it. So we're going to end up getting 5,175. So when we add it, we got 5,175. So now this is what the population is in 2000, but from 2000 to 2005, it decreased 4%. So now we need to figure out how much it went down. So we have our percent, 4%, times our whole is now this amount in 2000, 5,175. So we can figure out what 4% of that is. We can subtract it. So 4% times 5,175. Is 207. So if we subtract that, our final answer is 4,968. So this was 207. When we subtracted it, we got 4,968. Exercise 3, last one, and this one's a little bit trickier than some of our other ones. The price per share of a company increases from $16 to $20. What is the percent increase of the price per share of the company? Pause this video, see if you can try this one on your own. Okay, so we know we can always use quantity equals percent times whole. But now the thing is, our whole is going to be this original 16, but we want the increase. So we got to first figure out how many dollars it did increase. So from 16 to 20, it increased $4. That's going to be our quantity. So $4 is the increase. we need to figure out what that percent increase is. So the percent's going to be my x times our whole is 16. Now we need to solve this like when we solved our other equations. Remember drawing a line through the equal sign and then doing opposites. So since this is times 16, I'm going to divide by 16 on both sides. Now we're just left with x equals 4 divided by 16 is 0.25. That's a decimal. We can change it to a percent by moving it over, or on our calculator, we can type in 0.25 and then do second. Oh, my decimal didn't go. We can actually change that by going second, percent, enter. And it will tell you it's 25%, choice D. So for the rest of class, make sure you pick one of these practice problems to complete. So there's 2 practice problems. This one's about a percent increase in attendance at a parade, and this one's about some interest at a bank. When you're done with your practice problem, you're going to do your exit ticket and then go onto Canvas to complete the 7 RP3 data log quiz.